All right, guys, welcome back to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews. Am I really on 2 waitlist? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. All right, guys, welcome back. Today, I'm talking about, am I really on the list at 2 different authorized dealers? Well, let me explain this whole story. First off, these 2 dealers are about 3 hours apart. The first dealer is close to where I live in a large city of about 1 million people. Now, I go in there and I look at the Tudor Black Bay. This is the one actually where I saw the defect on the loom pip in my other video where I talked about seeing that problem at the AD. I leave the Tudor counter. I go over to the Rolex area. I start talking about, I want to get an Explorer 36. And they said, well, let's get your information. Can we see your license to make sure you live here? I was like, why do you need to make sure I live here? They said, well, we don't take anyone's information down if they're from out of town. I was like, okay, that kind of sounds legit. Sounds like maybe they're actually bringing the supposed list back. So I give the guy my license. He types it into an iPad. Didn't think much of it. I figure this is going to be 6 months, if anything. Knowing this AD, they probably got 1,000 people in their list, and it's more or less for marketing. All good salespeople are going to get information. They're going to get leads so they can email you, etc. And that's what I figured it was. So that was a little over a month ago. Now, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I'm traveling in another town, very small, but I figured they probably had a Rolex dealer there, just given it's kind of an old southern town known for equestrian and golf, that, hey, let me look up, is there a Rolex dealer here? Well, there was. This town's 31,000 people versus 1 million. And I start thinking, they're not going to take my information. I'm going to look around. I look at the Tudors, I look at everything else they got there in their location. And then I said to the saleswoman, oh, do you have a Explorer 36 I can try on? I'm looking at one at another dealer, and I just wanted to try it on again. She goes, yeah, we have a 2-tone. I'd love to take your information down. And I thought, well, I said to her, well, how can you take my information down? I don't live here. She said, no, we'll let you know when one comes in. As long as you actually came in the store, we'll take your information down. Again, I'm thinking salesperson doing the right thing by getting a lead, getting information so they can send out emails and show that she made contact with someone that day. I didn't put much stock into it until she starts to hand me a bunch of catalogs. She hands me Rolex magazine. She hands me Tudor catalogs. She hands me the hardback Rolex catalog. And then I started thinking, well, normally I'd never get any of that stuff from an AD. You're lucky to get a pamphlet. So she puts all this stuff in a bag with chocolates, water, business card. And now I'm starting to think that I've got a better shot with the AD that's in the small town versus the one in the larger town. Just simply because they probably have so many people that they're making contact with, and they probably are playing the game where they're expecting me to buy something from them before they'll even consider getting me a watch. That's just my assumption. Now, I found this was kind of important because for the past 3 years, ADs have not been taking any information down. At least in my area, they're not. They pretty much say, no, we're not going to take your information. We don't know anything's going to come in. We don't know. So now that they're willing to do that and the market is kind of softening up, I'm wondering who's going to call me first. I doubt they're both going to call, but I'm putting my money on the small town AD because if she's saying that you actually have to come in that store and find this place out in the sticks, it's going to be kind of, low volume. Do they get as many Rolexes as the larger AD does? Probably not, but I think the list is probably shorter of who they're dealing with, and I have a better opportunity of snagging one there than at the larger AD. Plus, I still don't feel that confident that they even put me on any list at this other place. But when she's willing to give me Rolex books and catalogs, I kind of feel like that's the AD that's probably going to take my information and call me whether it's an Explorer or whatever comes in, I said, let me know if anything else comes in and around that price range. I'd love to come look at it. So let me know, have you bought a Rolex from a small, like mom and pop AD? Have you been on a list at one? Or have you done what I'm doing and I'm on 2 lists? Now, granted, whoever calls me, you better guarantee I'm going to video it. They probably won't let me video in their store, but I'm going to video from their parking lot and let you know how this whole process went down, because it is interesting to see the market change and they're actually taking information down. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to call me? Do you think it's crazy that I'm even entertaining that I'm on any list? So put your comments below. And as always, I appreciate you tuning in to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews.